Ah, there it is. Delay. Probably because I didn't actually set this scene up with the game active. Whoopsies. Anyway, what is the sprout? A piece of my spirit thinking itself a whole being. You be cut down before you go to challenge me. I am whole, complete, evolved. Hello, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream hosted by Dolphin. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch and Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at Dolphin21 on Twitch, Twitter. No, not Twitter. Yes, Twitter. Twitter is Dolphin21. And on Twitch and YouTube, it's Dolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, and Aeon's End are available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices, and Spirit Island is in beta testing, and you can get the games and more info at Handelabra.com. That's what a brain fart looks like. So, let's see. Fosuke says, hello, alternate name for the GameCube. Yes. Brian Liv Wolf Hunt is joining in today. Hello, Brian Liv Wolf Hunt. And hope you enjoy your stream. Polly is here as well, and Seamus and DF. Wow, we have a whole team here today. So, this is Sentinels week for me, and I would ordinarily be pursuing the challenge, but I'm going to detour a little bit. For one, because I don't really feel like doing the challenge right now. If I don't feel like it, I might as well just not do it. And also because I've been meaning to get way more familiar with the Oblivion decks. They've been out for a year. I still feel like I'm a relative novice with these. Like, I would say I'm most familiar with Akash'Thriya because I use her seeds a lot. But I feel like with the other four heroes, I don't really have a good feel for how I should play them. So I'm just going to try to play with these a lot today. I'm also going to play in the Oblivion environments because I also don't feel too familiar with most of them. So I'm going to just take my time with these and just get a feel for these so that when I play them in the future, I'm not just flying by the seat of my pants. What is the challenge? So the challenge is a collection of 4 rules that I've been like limiting myself to. First is that I must play all the villains on challenge mode, or if they don't have challenge yet, advanced. That I am doing it in deck order or release order, so I've been starting from base game, and I'm currently in Wrath of the Cosmos. I think we did Heroic Infinitor. I don't remember what we did after Heroic Infinitor. But we're doing an expansion order. All the decks must be coming from that expansion. So with the Wrath of the Cosmos villains, I have to play with Skyscraper and Captain Cosmic. And I'm limited to 3 hero teams. So H will always be 3. And I must lead with the Nemesis when possible. So like against Infinitor, I will lead with Captain Cosmic. That leaves the 3rd slot open because there's not enough heroes in Wrath of the Cosmos, so the 3rd hero is whatever I want it to be. More like whatever is thematic, if I can figure out something that's thematic. But against some heroes whose nemesis is not from that expansion, then that really locks me down to the same 3 heroes. And that's what the challenge is. Now, we're not doing the challenge today, but that is what the challenge is. We're just playing standard Akash'Bhuta. And I picked Akash'Bhuta because she's fun and is a long game. And it will give me more chance to work out with these people. So, Brian the Wolf Hunt says, what kind of strategic genius are you? Well, I'm a genius, but I'm not a diabolical genius. That's my excuse. And Seamus says, Luminary is easy to play. I believe that makes sense because his complexity is supposed to be 1. Comodora is tough, but your favorite Lifeline is self-harming fun, even more fun than self-harming raw. Indeed. Lots of self-harming, especially with the variant Lifeline. We're just doing base heroes, though. Next game will be variants. If we have a next game. Who knows? But yeah, this will just be a bit of a chill Lude learns these heroes stream. So we're starting with the Living Rock Slide doing 3 damage to all. Just so that we have somewhere to heal from. Oh yeah, and I guess our starting hands Akash'Thriya has 2 Accelerate Nature's Orders, an Instantaneous Maturation, and Noxious Pod. Luminary has Bared Blade, Brilliant Inventor, Disposable Defender, and Technologically Stable. Lifeline has Alien Arcana, Infernal Detonator, Matter Manipulator, and Nordidian Self-X. And Harpy has 2 Ancient Tomes and 2 Conjured Auras, or as another Letdown would say, she has a brace of tomes and a brace of auras. And Comodora has a brace of anchors, combat timing, and future tech deck gun. All right, so Accelerate Nature's Order. Play the top 3 cards of the environment deck. When you play a non-target card this way, Akash'Thriya deals herself 1 psychic damage and destroys an environment card. When you play a target this way, that target deals 1 target 3 toxic damage. Yeah, my Zach is not strong. That's for sure. I was just emphasizing the brace part. Hey, Wally. So I feel like this is better when we have seeds in the deck. Because currently there's 5 targets in the deck of 15 cards. Actually, 1 got discarded, so it's 5 out of 14. But Instantaneous Maturation gives us a seed, and when the seed enters play, it does things. We could also shuffle the environment deck. By the way, I remember this every single time I play Akash'Thriya versus Akash'Bhuta. Thriya can completely break Buddha's mechanics. We can keep her on whatever side we want her to be on. But anyway, Instantaneous Maturation makes sense to me. Do we want Strangling Roots? It would reduce the Rock Slide's damage, but I don't know that we need that. I'm sure we could take out the Rock Slide. We have damage, right? Yeah, we have damage. I'm not worried about the Rock Slide. It's too early yet. Let's put out Vitalized Thorns so that there's damage whenever something hits Akash'Thriya. And do I want her to flip? If we flip her, then she doesn't necessarily play a card if the environment plays a card. Which is generally dangerous, so let's do that. Or dangerous when she plays a card on the environment turn. It would have been nice to shuffle with seeds, but that's fine. Disposable Defender is the one that redirects to itself or can move devices from a trash. Brilliant Inventor can get lots of devices or discard cards. This would be card draw. This would be move a device. Let's go for the discard route. We got Backlash Generator and we discarded things. All right, now let's discard cards. We got another Backlash Generator. Nice. All right, let's see. Lifeline. Alien Arcana is good for card draw and auto damage dealing. This is good for dealing damage. And it reacts whenever this card is destroyed, so if it's forcibly destroyed, it still goes off. Matter Manipulator for powers. We don't have other powers yet, although we could play them. Deal 1 target 2 and 1. If that damage destroys a target, deal each villain target 1 Infernal. That's damage. And we did need some sort of damage, right? We said we're gonna do damage to the Rock Slide, and we haven't done damage to the Rock Slide yet, so let's damage the Rock Slide. Ooh, Cosmic Immolation. That's the good card. So, Tome, except I'm not going to use Tome. I need to do the damage part. Conjured Aura. Sure. Why not? And hit the Rock Slide. The guy that we said we were going to take out and then didn't take out. It's okay. Do we want a bunch of equipments randomly, or do we want Future Tech Deck Gun? so that she has a damage dealing power. Her base power is great. Do we have things in a trash that we want back though? Instantaneous maturation is obviously great. You would like to have your cards in your trash. Although Dangerous Vision can get a card into the trash as well as get whatever Doomsday we want. Let's go for the guarantee. Remember when we said we're gonna do damage and take out the rock slide? Yeah, that was a bit optimistic, I guess. It's okay. HP is just a number. Select the 3 targets with the lowest HP. Increase damage dealt by those targets by 2. Oh boy! Oh boy! Well, okay, we found damage. We found damage. Alright, Brambles. You see optimism as a good quality. Alright, we need you to hit a device. Oh, it's gonna kill this device. No. Also, did it only select 2? The 3 targets with the lowest. Oh, because it also hit the Vitalized Thorns. Oh, okay. I see how it is. That goes off. And then this goes off. Hey, Sparky. Alright, so Rock Slide is all like damage, and then Akash'Bhuta is all like discard, and Vitalized Thorns can't deal damage, but that's okay, because it's done. We're done with that part. So we lost Jade Estuary. We have improved healing. We don't really have a means of doing improved healing right now, though. Noom! Well, I'm going to be playing a seed from my hand. Let's do the Noxious Pod. Or Noxious Pod, I'm not sure. Ooh, Verdant Explosion. Hello there, Sir Luminary. So do we want our device back? Not really. I want a card that has a power, but Disposable Defender is not really that. So let's just do another Brilliant Inventor. Yeah! Ooh, and Repair Nanites. Good. Good. We can reduce damage dealt by targets dealt damage this way by 1. It's not really ideal, though. So let's just keep fixing up our trash. Or get more devices, sure. Luminary will regain 2 hit points. You can hit the Brambles. And I don't particularly want to destroy any of these just yet. I'm okay with leaving them. They're things to be targeted by effects that target the lowest. Alright, so what do we want to do now? We do have a means of utilizing Matter Manipulator. We'd also like to get some Alien Arcana action going so that we have lots of card draw. We also have the Cosmic Immolation. And Lifeline does have a bunch of hit points still. And leaving the Cosmic Immolation now is going to be, it's going to give us free card draw as well. Matter Manipulator would be the best choice. Yeah, because if I use base power and instead of drawing a card, I use my Nordidian Sulfax, then someone else can still draw a card, or rather, Lifeline could draw an additional card. So what does this do? It does 2 and 1. That would become 4 and 3. That would not be enough to take out the Brambles. These are all good cards. Maybe not Infernal Detonator as much. I mean, it can be good, but it's a bit slow to set up. Is there anyone really suffering for cards? Actually, Comodora loves cards because she has to discard cards. All right, Lifeline will be nice. All right. Flip a control, draw 2 cards. Or Lifeline's a team player. Wait. Well, we have enough control tokens for this, and we can get lots of ongoings this way. Let's see what we get. Applied numerology, which is awesome. Magical bequest. Is there anyone who's been watching Survivor this season? Because the word bequest has been in my vocabulary a lot because of fire tokens. I mean, I would like all of these things. But applied numerology, I think, is what makes this really great, right? Survivor is still on. Why is that always the go-to reaction? Yes, Survivor is still on. It's on season 40. It's been on for 20 years. Alright, you have to discard a card. You can lose Flintlock and Cutlass. Well, let's see what the bottom of our deck is. It's Harnessed Anomaly. Shuffle 1 card from a trash into its deck. Put the top card of the deck into play. You may draw or play. Negative? Then what have I been watching this entire time? Reruns? They were reruns this entire time. Well, Harpy's a little bit dangerous. There's not really anything in the trash I particularly want back. I guess we could... I mean, we have 3 brilliant inventors in our trash. Yeah, let's shuffle a brilliant inventor in. We get a Doomsday. And then I could draw or play. Well, I don't want to do a second white anchor right after the lackluster first white anchor. Let me just draw a card. And damage. It's not much damage. Ooh, Paradoha. Destroy all other biomes. Uh-oh, we got the Carapace. Alright, so the Taiga Burning Bright increase all fire and cold by 1. Melee is now cold, projectile is now fire. So that would be melee or projectile. That would not be melee or projectile. Let's have the Noxious Pod not deal damage. And I want the tree. Yes, tree. Fairy tree. And I don't really want to destroy my seeds. I'm not very good at this, you know, letting these things be disposable. There's literally a card called Disposable Defender, and I'm just like, I want all the things. been watching ghosts. They're all dead, and they or we still think they are still alive. Awkward. All right, well, Lifeline is going to be, you know, self-damagey at some point, so he should be we should keep him alive, yes. Random play from the top of my deck. Move a device from my trash into my hand and play a card and draw a card. Another disposable defender. Or deal damage, draw a card, use a power. But using disposable defender gets you 2 devices at the cost of 1. It gets me my backlash generator number 2. Let's do... no, that's not going to do enough damage to Akash'Bhuta, although I guess it would do damage to the limbs. Let's Bared Blade to... Oh, hey, that's now cold. Okay, well, I guess that makes sense then. Let's... and also, these guys... This does projectile. This does melee. Okay, so we got enough damage. We'll focus on the Carapace. Destroy up to 3 non-character card devices. I feel like I'm supposed to be destroying these things, huh? We do not have 15 or more cards in my trash. This will hit the Carapace. That's really what I care the most about, is the Carapace. And... I won't do that one. We need you to hit harder. Devices. Repair nanites. Alright, so everything's at full. And then this takes out the brambles. Do we want that? I feel like I don't really want that. I'll just keep hitting the Carapace. And I'm bad at this whole I'm bad at this whole let's use the devices to their full capacity thing. Oh well. We're building. We have a device army. Ready to charge at you at any moment. Okay. If I do Cosmic Immolation, then Nordidian Sulfax will do extra. So that makes sense. Take out the Carapace. Carapace goes off. Akash'Bhuta discards. I'm doing damage to all the things. Yay! And then this is my draw phase. I could use a power. Why, yes, I will use a power. I'll use the power that has me draw a card. And then I can have anyone draw a card. Let's give that to Comodora again. I could use it on myself, which I didn't really 100% realize the first times I played Lifeline. That the text says, draw a card, 1 player may draw a card. I always, for some reason, thought it meant 1 other player may draw a card, even though I always saw Lifeline on the list. But Comodora does want cards, I feel like. All right. Flip all controls but 1 and deal damage. Or another Ancient Tome. Or Tenuous Focus. But if I do this, I flip too many Arcanes. I won't be able to do the play unless it's exceptionally good, although I guess the play could flip tokens. Let's Tenuous Focus. Flock's Care, Arcane Explosion, and we have Eldritch Training. Which, by the way, flips a bird token. Okay, I'll accept this. If I do flip a control token, draw a card, use a power. Well, you see, I don't really want to destroy these. And then I can use the power. Let's see. I want to increase the number of ongoing cards. Unfortunately, I cannot put more than one into my hand. Uncontrollable flock. Flip an arcane. If you cannot destroy this card, then if all control tokens are birds, destroy an ongoing or environment card. At the end of your turn, the Harpy deals X targets 1 projectile damage each, where X is the number of bird control tokens. That gets dangerous. Swift summoning, though. This is... okay, I will accept this. This is definitely what I want. Yeah. I can use that. And let's increase the number of hero decks. Discard any other revealed card, so that means Luminary. And who else do we want to, like, improve? Harpy's doing very well. Comodora, not as well. Lifeline is pretty well and could do well with some damage. Akash? Yeah, Akash needs a little more setup. Got Bashlash Generator. And as the Earth turns, so we can freeze Akash'Bhuta for a turn. And with applied numerology, it's not as bad damage. So let's, as the Earth turns, and discard the Luminary card so that it builds up his trash. All right, I have to discard a card. Oh no. Flintlock and Cutlass, always. Not that I don't like the card, I just feel like there are better options. Increased damage dealt by hero targets in this play area by 1. That can be really powerful with Luminary, right? With the backlash generators and the saber battle drones and the regression turrets. And the orbital death laser, although it's not much of an increase from 15 to 16. And also Akash'Thriya would benefit well from that, but yeah, we want the figurehead to spread the wealth, I think. Or Harpy as well, indeed. Let's give that to Luminary. He has a lot of devices, and he knows how to use them. Oh boy, the Reclusive Keeper. So let's just reread that. The first time a non-environment target enters play each turn, this card deals that target 2 melee damage, increased by 1 because it's fire damage. Reduce damage dealt by that target by 2 until the start of the environment turn. At the start of the environment turn, if there are 3 or more spirits in play, destroy this card. We kind of need to get rid of that because that's going to really... although I guess it would help us a little bit against the limbs. But it also hurts Thriya and Lifeline. Or Luminary, that L word. Yeah, we don't want to give it to Thriya because she'll hit herself. Indeed. But we didn't give it to her. I do want to reduce the damage, by the way. Elemental Awakening. I really want to be able to read these cards. At the end of the environment turn, reveal the top 3 cards of the environment deck. Put any revealed targets into play. Discard the other revealed cards. At the start of the environment turn, if there are at least 2 spirits in play, destroy this card. We have 1 spirit. We have several things that react based on number of spirits in play, but not many spirits in play. Alright, so with Harpy here, we could do this the first time and reduce it by 1, and then every other time would be extra. We will probably want to shuffle the environment deck. Yeah, we can do that with Earth's Attunement. We could also do that with Cultivation. Cultivation doesn't involve self-damage. And Cultivation is actually really good. Well, Lifeline dealing damage is ridiculous right now, so Lifeline is going to use his power to... Do we want to whittle down the Reclusive Keeper? Because we have means of destroying him. I mean, Thriya has means of destroying him. But Comodora is the only one other than Thriya, and that's a ways away. Let's just focus on Buddha, shall we? 9 damage? Yeah, that's good. Let's have Harpy, Swift Summon, Luminary, and Thriya. That gives us a healing pollen or a regression turret. I'm gonna leave the pollen in my trash because then I can move it to the environment deck eventually someday. Oh yeah, regression turret. I was also suffering. That's fine. Now you're at 2. I'm not going to use this next power. All right, so let's cultivate. Shuffle all cards to flip you. Discard. Because we want to start getting seeds. And then discard, because that's not a seed. You have 11 cards in your trash. Well, this puts a card in my trash, and it also plays a card. Let's do that. Destroy any number of your devices. If any device is destroyed, search your deck or trash for a doomsday. Doomsday afternoon. Terra Lunar Translocator would be ridiculous if we had a bunch of limbs in play. We don't, though. Reconstructor is great for getting a bajillion devices into play. So let's take out this regression turret since he already took damage and he's reducing damage by 2. Get the reconstruct. Ooh, all according to plan. Let's abort and go all according to plan because I feel like that will have a more immediate use. I already have a doomsday at least. So that's nice. And now that we have super powered up devices, I am actually thinking, yeah, let's do Disposable Defender so that I can play Disposable Defender. Yeah, I know. Quiet you. And this would be 2 damage or a discard. Let's go for the discard. There, now we're at 15. Perfect. All according to plan. Yeah, let's get rid of this guy. Do I want to... Well, if Lifeline sneezes, Reclusive Keeper is gone, and I probably didn't even need to do that damage, but... Yeah, let's just get rid of the other disposable defender, because I'm told that I'm supposed to, like, focus on taking out devices. Alright, I will not destroy Cosmic Immolation. Do I want to use a power now? That is a good question. Yes. They are by definition disposable. It's literally in the name. Can I do Alien Arcana now? Yes. It is now 3 damage at the end of his turn. Plus card draws whatever an ongoing enters play. I feel like this game is going well. Too well. Okay. What do you want, my dear? When there are 3 or more arcane tokens, reduce damage dealt to the Harpy. If there are 3 or more bird tokens, after she's dealt damage, deal that target 1 projectile. Alright, well, this is a damage reduction. I'll accept that. And let's go for random plays again. I kind of want Lifeline to do more things. Actually, if I can reshuffle the environment deck, then we might not have to worry about the environment play. So let's see. Let's go with Lifeline. Burn Explosion and Repair Leyline. That is especially dangerous because that is going to maybe play a target, which will make Akash'Bhuta play a card. Verdant Explosion, on the other hand, is a little more annoying. But whatever. It did nothing. It was not as exciting. I expected nothing and I still was disappointed. Alright, so do we have things sort of... Temporal Rigging, I want that. Combat timing is meh. Either discard a card or destroy this card. You're saying that I have to keep my card draw up? Okay. Temporal Rigging it is. So let's think, do I want a particular card? You discarded a bunch of cards. Why'd you discard a bunch of cards? Was it because... Yeah, Ancient Tome revealed a bunch of cards. So we get Hugin and Munin. If we're gonna get Hugin and Munin, we might as well call the flock for that. So leave you there. We'll have Lifeline use his base power, except, oh wait, he'll use a power instead. And then we can give the card draw to Comodora so that it funds itself. We now have a card that will just give Lifeline a power on his turn. Alright, reduce damage dealt by 2. There's a target, so Akash'Bhuta is playing a card. Slumbering Serpent is all like remove 8 HP or something. Living Rock Slide, Elemental Awakening, 2 HP. Yeah. Well, the -1 means the Rock Slide's not as bad. Primeval Eruption, on the other hand. Remember when you said I jinxed it? Ooh. We have a seed on top, but it got discarded. No. Alright, so we have things that will react, right? We have Vitalized Thorns, so let's hit 3 up first. Vitalized Thorns does 0 damage. Excellent. We also have backlash generators. So let's hit repair nanites. So then backlash generators go off and they deal 2 damage each, and then that's it. Alright, well that was fun. Yep, it was a whole 4 minutes ago. To be fair, that was definitely a bit of a risk, having Akash'Thriya on her front side, just so I could destroy a target. Probably a dumb play, but who knows. First time I'm dealt damage, I may flip a token. Oh yeah, this is interesting. I can make this a bird, and then she can retaliate. For 1 damage, which will become 0, so let's just reduce it. Or it went off anyway, because you have... Oh, because a one-shot was played this way. Okay, I see. I got it. So I could have done this the other way around to actually reduce the damage, but it doesn't matter. It's not that much damage. To keep Conjured Aura, I need 3 or more, or not 3 or more, so I need to flip a bird. Okay. This target cannot deal damage. We also have an Entomb. Oh yeah, we also have powers. All right. Well, Lifeline will use this power for sure, because he can do this trick. We have 3 heroes that are, or well, we have 2 heroes that are giving Lifeline a power. This is a family stream? Did I say something bad? Alright, so we don't have the super damage because we lost that biome. Let's not focus on the rock slide, let's focus on the carapace. Give card draw to Comodora. Oh, I said flip the bird. I got scared for a second that I actually said something bad. I'm generally pretty good at that. People who watch my personal stream, they probably are surprised at how well restrained I am when I want to be. That's the secret. All right, Harpy is going to go off. We're going to increase hero deck by 1. We'll give it to Lifeline and Thriya. We get Discharge Life Force and Earth's Attunement. So this can keep the environment in check. And we already have that card in her hand. But this can give a means of shuffling the environment trash into the environment deck. As a teacher, you imagine that as a valuable skill, indeed. I mean, students in my classroom would probably be surprised to see my personal Twitch channel. Well, what do you want to play, Thriya? You could do Thrashing Brambles. Because you do have seeds that deal damage, although Ensnaring Brambles is stopping that. You don't want to accelerate nature's order this turn, and Vitalized Thorns destroys itself when it enters play. So you have a choice between Brambles and Attunement. I feel like we want to go with Discharge Life Force, because this also has you draw a card, by the way, Lifeline. Alright, so since this damage is reduced by 1, we should consider using more powers. Yeah, let's have Thriya go off so that she can use... Well... Yeah, let's first put a seed from your trash. That way, when we shuffle it later, It would be great. And then I could hit the tree with this, by the way. I just remembered that that's a trick. It's a bit too late for that. We could have started with Luminary and did that. And I could rewind to do that, but I don't feel like it. Deal one target irreducible damage equals the number of cards in your trash. Do I want to do that now, or do I want to wait for the other Doomsday? I don't really... And then we have Comodora, but Comodora's powers are rather lackluster. I mean, I don't want to say Time's Lessons are lackluster. I just don't think there's anything I'm particularly searching for. We already did the thing with Harpy. Lifeline's Repair Leyline I don't really want back. You would rather have cards in your trash, although we could get you your Dangerous Vision so that you can get that Doomsday you want, but that's not really a big priority. And then Thriya, I mean, I guess As the Earth Turns is great. Should never dismiss that. All right, so Luminary, you're not using a power because we're going to keep Akash'Bhuta alive. How about that? All right, so let's shuffle all cards to put you on your flip side. That is not a seed, so we'll discard it. That is not a seed, so discard it. I do not want to shuffle the environment trash at this point. Who did we move? We moved Thriya, yeah, so let's do Brilliant Inventor. Okay, we got the Reconstructor, yay! That will give me 5 devices, and I deal each non-hero target 2 fire. You're right, I could play Repair Leylines, and actually, on Akash'Bhuta's flip side, it's actually a lot better. I don't know. For the one round, it mattered, but it doesn't matter now. Repair Leylines is better now. Actually, Repair Leyline would be great because we could get the seed right now, but that's fine. Do I want to go this to get a bajillion devices? Or do I want to do this for irreducible damage? The problem is this is only 1 damage to each target and a 0 to Akash'Bhuta. That doesn't really feel too doomsday to me. Let's go with the regression turret because, well, I can hit the tree with this. Which is a bit dangerous. Okay, so that's only 1 damage. That's better. And now, do we want to heal devices? Let's heal devices. As disposable as they are, I want my devices. Let's keep the backlash generators, because they react. This is going to be 2 damage. Do we have 2 of these? We have 2 of these, so I don't have to destroy a device. I mean, I could, though. Actually, let's do that because we were hoping to use things to get devices back. Let's destroy repair nanites, and then we can do discard and damage to the carapace. That takes out the Carapace. Carapace then discards the seed. No! But now we can hit the rock slide. There we go. All according to plan. And the seed's back, so it's great. I do not want to destroy that. I will use a power now. I will draw a card. Repair Leyline, by the way. Alright, do we want to just repair Leyline? Each hero target begins a hit point. Each player may draw a card. Play the top card of the environment deck, which is a seed, and a hero other than Lifeline may use a power. I can't really imagine why I would not want to do that. I mean, we do have a natural upheaval that can destroy Entomb. Although that generally works better when we can chain card destructions. Let's go with Repair Leyline. Here's where most players would hold tab down. I'm just gonna let this play through. As the earth turns, excellent. Strangling Roots. Yeah, let's, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Let's leave you at max, though. Or not hit you. Buddha is not really a good one to target, but I'm not really too worried because we're not really worried about the brambles. It just keeps hitting the devices or seeds. So a hero may use a power. Who wants the power? Let's give it to Thriya to cultivate a seed back into the deck. Discard. It was not a seed. We can destroy Eternal Timber, and we can do extra damage. We can destroy Elemental Awakening, and then it doesn't do lots of things. Yeah, let's destroy Elemental Awakening, because it's bad. Yeah, I did not use Nordidian Sulfax. That's fine. Gotta keep the environment in check. Alright, Lash of the Elements, which will deal 0 damage. Flip a control. That is going to hit heroes. Let's go with Eldritch Training. I don't want to destroy any of my cards, though. I am so bad at this because I never want to destroy my stuff. I want my stuff. That's my stuff. Increase by 1. Lifeline. Thriya. Yeah, let's go with Enclave's Tech. What is Enclave's Tech gonna get us? Gets us Terminarch's Casing. Excellent. Damage reduction. And we could deal 1 damage, or we could search for ongoing cards. We already have a magical bequest? No, we don't. What happened to my magical bequest? Did I destroy it? No. I saw it earlier and then I decided not to play it. That's what I did. Harpy Hex. Whenever you flip a control token, deal damage. It's only 1 damage though. And I already have it in my hand anyway, so what am I doing? It's already in my hand. Read the words of the card, Lude. All right, magical bequest, because then it's in my hand. Yeah. And Harpy Hex. That will do 0 damage. But it's fine. Everything's fine. All right, we gotta discard 3 now. We have to play a take time. Let's get rid of combat training. Break teleporter. Run aground is great. Weigh anchor is great. The combination of these two are great. Chronological sweet spot is fun. Cannon portal is fun. Let's discard equipments because you like equipments in your trash, right? So what do we want to do now? Let's have some fun. All right, we're gonna have some fun. And yeah, let's go and do that to Lifeline. Although I guess we shuffled your deck, so that doesn't make sense now, does it? You know, I was gonna play Take Time actually. Let's actually take time because we have to destroy the Entomb. Forgot about that key thing. All right. Is there actually a card I want? Instantaneous maturation. You got things. Let's go for instantaneous maturation. She's a good one to target if you're not dealing with Entomb. Okay, leave that where it is. Lifeline uses a power. Lifeline would draw a card. Instead, he uses a power. Let's destroy that Eternal Timber. Give the card draw to Comodora. Biomes are indestructible. All right, that's fun. I'm gonna go ahead and use this because I've been itching to use it. All right, we got lots of devices. That's awkward. Gotta go back to the discard game. You have a power. You're gonna keep doing reveal 2 decks. Luminary needs to get back set up for that. I have not felt too good about Lifeline. Well, no, do we know what Akash'Thriya's was? Did she draw that one? No. Is she going to draw that one? Maybe. Let's just use Lifeline. Regression turret, repair leyline. I want repair leyline. Because I see a seed on top. And there's the instantaneous maturation, so I guess it was there. You will use your power. You could take out the brambles. Let's take out the brambles. It's a bit of overkill. Except, oh, that's gonna discard. No. No. I don't want. We're not gonna destroy the brambles. Just kidding. All right, so then we're gonna do this thing again, but correct. We're gonna fast forward through this. And then you're gonna swift summon, increased by 1, Luminary, Lifeline, repair Leyline. Alright, you're gonna use a power. You are not gonna take out the brambles. And I'm not really worried about Jade Estuary, right? So you can just use your Self-Axe. The alternative is card draw, but this is 7 damage, right? So 7 damage beats card draw. I should have done this another turn, but I was like, hey, this gives cards to Comodora. There's the Noxious Pod. I can discard any number of cards and draw as many cards as I draw +1. Or discard +1. So you want to discard Seeds. That is an easy decision there. Accelerate Nature's Order. I mean, this is excellent when when the environment deck is only Seeds. We're not quite there yet. We're very far from that yet. I'm just going to discard those. I'm going to keep the others. Oh, okay. That was probably the instantaneous maturation I actually put there. The top 2 cards were instantaneous maturation. Primeval Germination is good. One with the land is good. One hero other than Lifeline may use a power. Do we want to get 1 seed into the dark? There are no seeds in the trash. Okay, well, that's tragic. We could use our base power, though, to do that. But I'm not sure if that's the best plan. We can get a Reconstructor under the top card of your deck so that you can reconstruct consistently. Now let's give this to Akash'Thriya. Akash'Thriya. Let's move a seed from my trash. Let's do another Noxious Pod. We got another As the Earth Turns, by the way. Alright, deal damage. Oh, and yeah, now we have more powers. Oh boy, because we got more people with even HP now. Oh geez. All right, so we can shuffle that seed we just put into the trash. Whee! What do we even have left? All right, well, we're gonna give cards, I guess, because that, and then Comodora. Well, we can move cards somewhere. Yeah, let's give it to Luminary so that he can get his Reconstructor. I guess he could destroy his disposable turret for that, but eh. Who's considered to have the lowest? This one doesn't deal damage directly. Alright. So you have a -1. You also get a -1 from Harpy for the first time, but Lifeline will use his base power and then we'll use a power. I don't want to destroy a limb again because there's a seed on top. That's fine, we'll just hit Buddha directly. Do you see, these limbs aren't doing anything anyway, right? Alright, who else wants a power? Harpy wants a power. Because you're gonna swift summon, because this has been working really well for us. So Luminary, Lifeline, Bared Blade, Enclave's Tech. You still have 2 equipments in your deck. We have Orphic Repository and Vitality Battery. Well, that's a lot of damage. Bared Blade deals damage, draws a card, uses a power. Let's go with the damage. Because there's the Reconstructor. And we can do things again. I'm not going to take out the brambles. Every time you see ship shape, you keep seeing Comodora with a knife stabbing the table and not a bottle of wine. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, she's kind of holding it as like a... And that was not really a good animation that I just did, but, you know, I can kind of see it as like a stabbing motion. This would take out the tree, would it not? Yeah, we don't have any more -1s, so we will not do that. One more power if I want it. Well, you can discard a seed or move a seed with your base power. That's not good enough. All right, you're not going to use your power. We can freeze you now. Frozen. And we can play the top card of the environment deck because we know it's a seed. Noxious Pod. I don't need 2 of those. I don't need 2 of those. Seeds should be discarded. And I really just want to keep the rest. And while that is fun, I mean, it's not hurting me, so I might as well leave it. All right. Lifeline's at max HP. I'm playing this game wrong for sure. One hero target regains 4. Let's give that to the tree. Shuffle the environment trash into the environment deck. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Because now I can destroy the limbs. And she can't play cards. So that's fine. Everything's fine. Are there any seeds in here? There's 1 seed. That's fine. I just wanted to do that. It had to happen eventually, so I might as well just do it now. All right. We could destroy the limbs with this. And then we could save the Sulfax for Akash'Bhuta directly. But we have to destroy something! Whatever are we gonna destroy? If only there were devices I could destroy. Are we all at max HP on this team? Yeah, we don't need repair nanites. And then I can discard a card. And then I can destroy the brambles. And the phalanges. And then I won't... Ooh. I could destroy another device. I was told I should destroy devices. One target deals itself damage. The target that keeps hitting itself will be the target that will hit itself. Yes, that made sense. So that, and then does it make sense to hit the tree? That'd be 2 damage. And it would hit for 1 fewer. It should be a profit as long as we use at least 2 powers with it, which we have been. Can we just win the game already? I mean, do I even need to no, I should just be doing the damage straight up, because the only thing I would be doing is powering up a death laser, but this is doing, we're already doing a bajillion damage with this. We are out of repair nanites. What has the world come to? Why haven't I been destroying devices the entire game? Yes, I want to use a power. Ordidian Sulfax. Yeah, Death Laser, if you discard 1, it increases its damage by 1, but if I was using Luminary correctly with the +1 from the figurehead, then it would have made more sense. Oh well. Alright, Unleash Energy. Sure, you can reduce the damage. Take out the Slumbering Serpent, see if I care. Play a card. Do we have the thing that says I can draw 2 or play 3? No. Man. Man. Okay, I'll just unnaturally upheave. We can destroy up to 3 ongoings. Well, isn't one of these gonna get destroyed? We have 4 birds. Conjured Ore is gonna get destroyed. Might as well just destroy it myself. And what else? I just want to destroy stuff if that's okay. This is the round where we win the game, so we'll just destroy stuff if that's okay. Oh, but you don't have another power that deals damage. That's a shame. Yeah, I could destroy it as the Earth turns. There's another cosmic immolation. But if only I didn't unleash my inner Jeremy, I would be more likely to win. I still think about one of the rogue YouTube comments that I got in my early Dolphin dive career. Someone was like, if Dolphin didn't channel his inner Jeremy, he'd be more likely to win. Gotta stop dealing damage, is what that means. Alright, I want my birds. They are not in my deck, by the way. They're in my trash. Alright. Yay! I have my birds. Alright, Lifeline and Luminary. I can destroy one of my devices. I can destroy all my devices. I'll destroy all my devices because every single time I do it, I'll just hit choose for me. Yeah. Yeah! Choose for me! Yeah! It's all according to plan. I must go out the noob way, all geared up and waiting for an actual emergency. All right. Well, it's early. It's only 8:20. But I can do something here. I can play viewer's choice. Choose the villain. Figure out what we're gonna do next. Ultimate Spike. Ultimate Spike, yes. Game is spiked. Oh, you're still watching the end of Akash? Awkward. Hammer and Anvil, so that would be a team game. I did kind of want to play against Spite because his whole drug that has cards get discarded makes Luminary pretty funny. I'm gonna go with Ultimate Spite. Why not? Why not? Choose the environment. Mordengrad. Difficulty 3. I mean, we're playing Spite, so the environment doesn't actually matter, right? Ooh, Champion Studios. In sunny San Alonso. Let's go with Mordengrad. MMFFCC. Now I want to go with the Oblivion things. We're gonna play variants this time. Is there anyone? This is Wraith Nemesis. I don't think it particularly matters. There's no Nemesis here. I mean, obviously no Nemesis, but no one related to Wraith here. Let's see. So we have draw a card or play a card. Each seed in play deals one target, one toxic damage. Comodora deals 1 target 2 energy damage. Discard the top card of a deck. Flip a control token. You may play a card. Lifeline deals himself and each villain target 2 infernal damage. Luminary deals 1 target X lightning damage, where X equals the number of devices in play. Hey, Hank Ride. Boop. Let's see. LCLAH. There's no real words that can form from that. Oh well. Let's just do it. Ultimate Spite in Mordengrad. Let's go. Can we win before we get to the 3rd goat? Hello, friends. Come, let us get to know each other better. Activating all Morden tech devices. Luminary standing by to assist. With a probably Russian accent. Luminary is considering the price of defeat, hastening victory, orbital death lasering, and repair naniting. Comodora Curse of the Black Spot has combat timing, flintlock and cutlass, future tech, deck gun, and weigh anchor. Bloodmage Lifeline has calculated action, leyline shift, repair leyline, and unnatural upheaval. Spirit of the Void Akash'Thriya has creeping mold, healing pollen, one with the land, and verdant explosion. And Darkwatch the Harpy has Calling the Flock, Direct Strike, and 2 Lash of the Elements. Are we gonna start with the sidekick? No! The Lost Child! And we got Compound XI! We got the Compound XI! Well, that's awkward. So now powers are a lot harder to use. Especially because when Spite deals damage, he heals it back. I don't like victims. They're terrible. I mean, okay, well, we have a death laser, and we have a drug that discards cards, right? Let's hasten victory first. Play the top card of my deck. It's a disposable defender. Now I can use my base power to deal 1 damage so that Spite can deal me 2 damage and regain 2 hit points. Or I could play a device and move a device from my trash and destroy this so then Spite deals me 2 damage. No. No. What do you want to do, Comodora? You especially do not want to discard drugs because if this card would be put into the trash, put it into play instead. That is a terrible thing. Terrible. I mean, you can do 1 damage, so he regains 2. You could do 2 and 2, and it's a 1-shot, and that's great and all, except for the fact that, well, you're already past your maximum. So none of this matters. Combat timing, though, seems nice. Or do I want to discard drugs to flip him faster? Well, that is a thought. I don't really like flipping Spite so fast, but yeah, on Ultimate, he's actually obnoxious. I'm just worried about Compound XI. We need to find ways to mitigate his damage. Unfortunately, we do not have the devices that do that. It's better to flip him with people in the safe house. Are you saying that we have to put the Lost Child in the safe house? See, the thing that annoys me... The thing that especially annoys me about the Lost Child... Spite can deal 4 damage. He'll heal 4. This card gets put under the safe house. And then he'll do 5 more damage on his flip side, assuming it stays there. But, like... If he destroys this, he regains 5 hit points. Or he could regain 4 hit points and he beats us up. Like, it's... I feel like Lost Child is not really that valuable. Now, tomorrow's newspapers will say, this just in. Handelabra streamer says children aren't worth it. I mean, yes, it would power up... Not that, but it would power up this. It'll do 5 more damage on this side. So it's actually a profit of 6 hit points. I mean, a profit of 6 damage. But it's just, I don't know. Terrible. So do we want to go for the flip spite fast route? I feel... All right, let's just do it. Combat timing for safety, and then we'll hit you. Discard. We lost the lab raid, which would have put a drug into play. I feel like we did exactly the wrong thing. All right, deal damage, draw 2, play 3. This discards the top card of each deck, and it can put the top card of one trash into play. If our goal is to move things fast... Let's calculate action. So I can play 2, and then I can leyline shift. Let's discard Spite. I guess I'm not going to see what that discard was. I'm discarding all the things I want! I was told this was the strategy. Oh, no, actually, no, I can get the psychic. Never mind. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. False alarm. And I don't think I want the other ones. They don't really look as exciting. Got the sidekick, though. Everything's fine. Everything's great. And I can play another card. Yeah, hit points. Hey, Lone Wolf, how are you doing? Oh no, the Blade Battalion platoon. And a hero other than Lifeline means a power. Hey, Comodora, do something. If our goal is to flip Spite ASAP, Mind Fire. We got a drug. This is fine. Everything's fine. No. No. Hey. So Mind Fire is going to do AoE damage. The tree's not going to help. Seeds are there just to be sacrificial. I guess it makes sense to be one with the land in that case. And no, and no. What do you want to do? Do you want Hugin and Munin? They're going to be sacrificial. But hey, it deals damage. Yeah, let's get Hugin and Munin. From my deck, please. That was definitely what I meant to play. Or meant to click and play and do. Flip a control token, you may play a card. And yes, I do see the Blade Battalion that's gonna deal damage. It's fine, everything's fine. So what, this is increasing projectile damage if there's enough things. Let's just lower the damage that this guy does, I guess, although I think it's not going to matter at all. Yeah, let's play the top card of the villain deck. Oh yes, it's a drug. Everything's working out as intended. Hey, Brian the Wolf Hunt. You are seeing me play Ultimate Spite for some reason. Someone decided this was a good idea. So we're now getting cards. Are we going to get a device that we want? We want to reduce your damage. Although, with the compound Omicron, it might not be doable. Since you're back... Oh, good, lab raid. Okay, perfect. All right, he's flipping. Boop. Oh, good. Forced entry. Yeah. Oh, right, because the card that could destroy... Okay, that's what happened. All right. I don't like the Lost Child. Lost Child can just go. That's fine. Okay, so this is fine. You know, we're now returning literally every card that ever existed. Forced entry number 2. We're keeping the Psychic. Actually, it doesn't matter at this point. Psychic's going to have to be put under him because he's flipping. So we have to return 3 hero ongoing or equipment cards, or is it just 3 hero cards? We'll find out after we finish with these commercial messages. Okay. 3 hero ongoing or equipment cards. Alright, disposable defender's going away, so we'll target Luminary first. This is why I don't really want... This is why I didn't really want to get the drugs out super fast, because it's going to be very difficult to really stay on top of this. Someone's going to be discarding 4 cards. 3 cards. Someone's going to be discarding 3 cards. Should they just be seeds? Although this version of Akash'Thriya has a harder time getting seeds into the trash. Or from her trash into the thing, but we'll just have Thriya do it. So what does the regression turret reduce damage dealt by targets dealt damage this way? So unfortunately, regression turret's not going to be too helpful for us because we have to get past the damage reduction first. That's a problem. Yeah, this is just gonna be problematic on many fronts right now. So we have to get 3 cards out each round in order to overwhelm the return to hand parts. We don't really have too many of those. We have Swift Summoning that can help. Luminary does not have any ongoings or... Well, he doesn't have equipments. She doesn't have equipments. She only has 1 ongoing, if I recall. Yeah, it's just all according to plan. So until you find that, it's not going to work. Maybe Brilliant Inventor to get many devices, although they'll just end up getting destroyed anyway, but... So how's the learning going? Well, we really beat up Buddha, and then someone decided that Ultimate Spite was a good idea. That someone is Sparky. Spite and misinformation you usually find not fun to play. I don't really mind Spite too much, other than I feel like the safe house is a bust. Like, Forced Entry is an absolutely terrible card. I hate Forced Entry, because it makes any victim mechanics awful. It's not really a safe house if Spite can just destroy the entire idea of a safe house, so I don't like it. Me? But I generally don't mind Spite too much. I don't really like this whole get the drugs out ASAP play. I mean, like, he's sitting at 130 hit points, yeah. I mean, and obviously, like, on an ultimate, like, part of the problem is that when he deals damage, he regains that hit points. That doesn't happen on the flip side, so the idea is to flip him ASAP so that he doesn't have as much recovery from the front side. But I'm not really set up well right now for the drugs. I'm just gonna go with my instinct. Brilliant Inventor gives me Reconstructor and Regression Turret. And again, I can't actually use the Regression Turret. Yeah, if you click on the HP on the card, if you bring it up like this, you click on the HP, it shows max HP. You can't really see my mouse. I think I disabled mouse. Actually, should I enable mouse? This is something I've always thought about. I never actually enabled the mouse on OBS. Capture cursor. Okay. So now you can see the mouse. So now you can see when I actually click there, that is actually, you know, changing the thing. Yay! So, I can deal 3 damage, and then Spite would hit me and things would happen. Let's go ahead and do that, because I will do 0 damage. Never mind. You have a reduction effect. I mean, it might still be a fine idea. It's just there's actually, you're going to hit me for 3. No. No. Sure, you can do that to use that up. Is Luminary... Are you going to destroy all of Luminary's stuff? Environment, deal 1 damage. Or deal damage equal to the number of environment cards plus 1. Demon's Kiss, deal each non-villain target 1 plus 1. So there's at least 3 damage happening to these devices. I will take out the Reconstructor, even though it's a terrible idea to take out the Reconstructor, but he's not going to last anyway, so I'll just get rid of that. You're going to keep there. You can do a power out of turn. As long as you use this. So we'll do this to target Spite. And discard Luminary. Combat timing goes off. That's good. Stops the damage and the HP recovery. And I can give a power to Luminary so that she can actually use Regression Turret. Alright, good. We found a way to use Regression Turret. Now he's only doing 2 damage instead of 3 damage. Excellent. Cosmic Immolation is a very bad idea, and also Spite's going to regain more hit points, so it's not going to do anything. This is not going to do anything. You really just need to get ongoings out, right? Let's do ley line shift. We got combat timing. That's our only ongoing. We also got repair ley line. Which would be nice if we could have Luminary use the power, but we have not reduced We've not used up the Omicron reduction yet, so this is not going to be as useful. And I would like seeds, but I'm really just trying to keep ahead of the ongoing game. So I'm going to have combat timing come out. And this is not going to profit at all. You're going to discard 3 seeds. Okay. The tree's not going to be helpful. That's not going to be helpful. This would have each primordial seed deal a damage, except it won't actually, so... Well, you have to play an ongoing. There, we have an ongoing. Play the top card of the environment deck, you may destroy an environment card. Are there any good Mordendrad cards? Well... This is a card. The engineer is nice. The problem is there any environment card that will make a difference? Because it's going to get destroyed by Spite's turn. Yeah, I don't really think it's going to matter. Okay. So with Harpy... we want to do swift summoning, I think, so that we can maybe get cards to keep ahead of the return game. So who would want this the most? Let's give it to Comodora because you have a lot of equipments. You have a one-shot. Well, is this going to reveal a thing? It reveals a one-shot. Well, we're at least dealing 2 damage that Spite will regain back immediately. Excellent. So you could deal 2 damage. That's, I don't know, what control tokens do we want? Let's not just think it doesn't matter. This could do ping damage. This run is not too good. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just do the 2 damage because I'm not sure what we want with Harpy yet. There's so many like things that could eventually matter that I'm just thinking don't matter because it's not going to last long enough. But I mean, like, we're still at 20. It's just we're going to start getting damage. I don't think the order matters because you regain past your max. Okay, we have to return 3 of these to our hand. Well, if I return Temporal Rigging, I don't have to discard for it. The problem is then I won't be able to start getting Comodora super set up. Is there anyone that doesn't really have a play right now? I mean, one with the land's not doing anything right now, so we can just discard or get rid of that. So if summoning, do you have anything that could profit? You have a Harpy Hex. So you have something you can play. Thriya has, like, cultivation. And one with the land. Well, you already returned that. We already returned one of yours. Yeah. Do do do. Do do do. So all we have to do is 148 damage to Spite. Yeah, the regression turret did come in handy here, but we need to figure out something to help us out here. All right, you do not have any ongoings. You do not have the ongoing. That's the important one. If you use, or no, yeah, you do this, and then we can use regression turret because we've used up the damage. And then we can use regression turret. Except you have a -1 because of advanced. No! Oh, no! Well, that stinks. So obviously I'm not doing that. I was hoping I could do regression turret. The problem is I can't. Unless we can get you a +1. Can we get you a +1 because of, like, I don't know, the thing with the stuff, Paradoha figurehead? The answer is no, because we don't have that. That's annoying. Let's consider the price of victory. So yeah, the -1 makes this especially hard. So I have 2 devices. I can do 1 damage, but that's going to be 3 damage to Luminary. I mean, I'm going to be dealt a buttload of damage on Spite's turn anyway. I'm just not sure what I can do about that. What can I do? Yeah, and temporal rigging is now. Hey. They're not. There's one still in the deck, which means you discarded. Yeah, you discarded that one. Is there a way we can get that to you? No. So I don't want to use a power here because it's not going to get me what I want. I need either all according to plan or Paradoha figurehead. That's not going to make a difference. I think I want Timeless Treasure because then Luminary and Comodora could draw cards. So this power is not going to make a difference, except it might have me discard. However, all of your figureheads are in your trash, so that's actually not useful. So I want you to actually shuffle faster, because I can't dig from your trash yet. So we're gonna do this so that you shuffle faster. This power isn't going to help. Luminary and Comodora. There's the all according to plan. All right, that's good. And who can do something better with this? I don't know who would. Akash'Thriya as the Earth turns? That's not going to do anything. All right. I mean, this is not too useful, but it's a card to return to hand because you don't really have anything useful. Play an ongoing, and then not use your power. Applied numerology. You could play an extra card off of this. All right. So we're at least profiting cards. Each device regains 2 hit points. Regression turret. Yeah. All right, now for the round that hurts. Because we have no means of protecting this just yet. Actually, regression turret's gonna go. That's the other problem, is that regression turret is dead. But hey, we can use the death laser. Yeah! All right, so then damage. And then damage. And then damage. All right. I can get a device from my trash into play. I have the reconstructor in my trash. But I need to get all according to plan and regression turret. So let's start with all according to plan, because I don't think I can do more than 2 plays here. You discard flintlock. Discard take time. That's not going to do anything. So we know your 2 cards are both equipment cards. We can get Concordant Helm and Temporal Rigging. That actually would be pretty nice. We'll go ahead and do that. If you use a power, you're not going to be able to survive long enough. That's the problem. Yeah, I feel like we're not going to make it. Can another player use a power? That might make sense. I feel like not really. I feel like it's all for naught. Okay, that's a good card for Thriya. Okay, we might be able to survive if we can do the damage reductee one. All right. We do not want to play that now, though. But let's have Thriya use her power to play Scatter Seeds. Because we can use this to get seeds into the trash that we've been really struggling to do. And you're going to discard 4. So discard the 4 seeds. And then move all of those seeds into the environment trash. Alright, equipment card from your trash or bottom card of your deck. That's going to be the bottom card of your deck, because there's nothing in your trash. Okay. Will this hit point make a difference? We still need to consider playing cards just to keep Spite happy. Repair Leyline. Play the top card of the environment deck. That's not really going to be too useful. Well, okay, so Akash'Thriya is going to be playing Instantaneous Maturation, so we are going to have issues with keeping cards in place. So you're just going to play Matter Manipulator just to have something. And then Instantaneous Maturation, reduce the damage. And now we're going to put Strangling Roots in play. And now we have a -2 on Spite. Oh, and we can also play a card off of this. Right, there's a card play here. Do we want to shuffle? I think we do. I do not want to use this power, because you're still going to deal 1 damage. Or do I want to do it for 1 damage? To play something. Let's play something. Cultivation. Okay. So the problem is this is a very temporary -2. But it is a -2 nonetheless. Alright, so get something out there. And then... yeah, we can increase this by 1. And let's look at Luminary and Comodora, because we want to get the cards that we want. Bared Blade. You do not have your thing. Combat timing is at least an ongoing. Ow. Okay, we're returning 3 to hand. So what makes sense here? Combat timing might keep Comodora alive. Matter Manipulator is not doing anything. Thriya does not have another card to play, really. Third card. Let's return to temporal rigging. Okay, so this is 0. Good. Thank you, Strangling Roots. This made this game last 5 minutes longer. I can I could do something off of this. Well, do I want to discard? I might get a regression turret. I don't want to discard. So I'll do the damage. And then this is thankfully 0 again. And then this is 0 again. And this is 0 again. All right, that Strangling Roots just saved us. Okay. So, if you Disposable Defender, you will be able to get the regression turret. If you Terra Lunar Translocator, nope, not that one. That's not the one I want. Death Laser. No, actually, oh, your Reconstructor's in your trash. I kind of want the, do I want that? Maybe? Ah, man. Now let's do that. It's going to have some damage happen. Oh, but I can put another Disposable Defender out. And I can have Repair Nanites. Or no, I can't play both. I can put this one out. Okay. And then I can put the Reconstructor out. So we are gearing up to use Reconstructor and Regression Turret on Luminary's turn. Although, oh no, that's fine because we'll Reconstructor first. Okay. So we're gonna give 2 powers off of Temporal Reeking, so Comodora has to play Temporal Reeking. Harness Anomaly though is really good. So yeah, Rudder in the Time Stream is not gonna help us out here. Combat timing is not as useful, maybe. I don't know. All right, so draw 2 cards. And then you have to play the second Temporal Rigging that we put away. And we don't have to do this. It would have the Reconstructor damage go off in full. But this does mean Comodora will take a damage. But I'm going to do it. And I don't need to discard for this. Actually, you might get another device. It did not. Okay. So Luminary is going to reconstruct. Gets me the Saber Battle Drone, the Regression Turret, the Disposable Defender, the Saber Battle Drone, the Regression Turret, the Regression Turret, the Backlash Generator, Disposable Defender. We did 2 points of damage. And it's still going to be 0, so I'm going to discard. And now we have Disposable Defenders that can take this damage. And Backlash Generator goes off. Yay! Alright, so that's really good then. So Comodora for sure. So it's really Luminary right now leading the game. We just have to keep Luminary and potentially Comodora alive. That's the problem. Let's give this to Lifeline. He has a Repair Ley Line. Okay, so there's a hit point that he can use. Because we do... Let's give this to Akash'Thriya so that we might be able to get another thing. We do know the top card of the environment deck is a Thriya card, though. That's good. Does Luminary need this now? Luminary has card plays. Let's give it to Lifeline. Terminarch's Casing. That's also good. Move an equipment from your trash or the bottom card of your deck that we don't know. Let's move... Okay, we want the Figurehead. Figurehead was the other thing we needed from Comodora. Or would like from Comodora. Alright, now Luminary, Regression Turret. And as many times as we can activate Regression Turret will be handy. Unfortunately, we don't have any other uses of it. Okay. So, I think it's Terminarch's Casing. That will keep Lifeline alive. Unfortunately, base power is still not going to come in handy. And the damage here isn't going to matter, so the hit point matters more. So now, Akash'Thriya, so we've lost the -2, so Spite is now going to be doing only 1 less damage versus 2 damage. So we really don't want to have her kill herself. Cultivation can give us more environment plays. Is there any of the reducty ones? No. So I don't really want her to use a power because that's going to be 2 damage to Akash'Thriya. But is there an effect that might... Whenever a primordial seed is destroyed, you may move it to the environment trash. Whenever hero target would be adult damage, you may redirect that. So let's put that out there. So that we could redirect to Strangling Roots, and then Strangling Roots can go in the trash, and then we might be able to use some other effect. I would really like to use that power, but that might not be doable. I want Primeval Germination, though. At the end of your turn, you may shuffle a primordial seed. Okay, so I want that. So I'll play Primeval Germination. Oh, except the one with the land is environment damage. Shoot. 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 Well, then the power doesn't make sense then. Instantaneous maturation. I wish I had that a second ago. Okay, any things? You have Ancient Tome. Do you have any things here? No. Do you have a thing that says you may use a power? You have a Bear Blade. 1 out of 9 chance. Do I go for that 1 out of 9 chance and have 2 damage be dealt to Harpy and she could potentially be wiped out? It might make sense. So Luminary, and then who else would make sense? Akash'Thriya is not going to find... She could find a Strangling Roots, but it's not going to work. It might make sense to try for Luminary in case he gets something that can go out there, because we're still having issues with setup. Does Harpy have something that would make sense? Calling the Flock, maybe? Flock's Care? Is that still in your deck? No. Let's go for Lifeline, that's my instinct. Dangerous Vision and Leyline Shift. Okay, let's see. Destroy any number of your devices. If you do, search your deck or trash for a Doomsday or Ongoing card. which you have the Reconstructor in your trash. The other option is Leyline Shift, which puts the top card of one trash into play. Okay, so now it's a 1 out of 8 chance. Oh, but that discards the seed. What was that seed? Oh, I guess... Oh, it was Healing Pollen, and I can't just select it now. Backlash Generator is not really correct. This is not going to be played from the environment deck. So, and I think I asked John about this because the wording seems to suggest something different. But no, it's whenever a villain card would enter play. I think it used to say whenever a villain card would be played. I think I manipulated the wording on this card because I found an edge case, but it's supposed to be that you can't just like I tried to set up once. I don't remember if it was on Dolphin's Dive or offline. I tried to set it up for Spite to put a, or not for Spite, but for us to put a potential sidekick into play on the flip side by putting it into play instead of playing it. But it was the edge case. Deals himself and each non-hero target to you may either draw or play. So what can you do there that would make sense? If you do calculated action, you would deal yourself 0 damage and can play 2 cards. And you can put 2 things out there for Spite to eat. You could also repair Leyline. One hero other than... Okay, no, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. Because we can do the thing. So play, calculated action, play 2, repair Leyline. This also plays the top card of the environment deck, which is useful because it's a seed. We might be able to turn this around, or we might be in the process of turning it around, or it might have already turned around. This is why you never give up on the game of Sentinels. So everyone's drawing, you're not getting the thing. We've been trying to. 1 out of 9, 1 out of 8, 1 out of 7. None of them happened. Okay, got another Strangling Roots. Vitalized Thorns, and that will stay in play. And now Luminary can regression turret, and we did use up the damage with lifelines, so this will go through, which is important because it actually has to go through. And we can redirect that, and then the backlash generator goes off, and that's especially good. Lifeline gets a second play. The card is saving itself for the big reveal. So this gets me 1 of 3 equipment cards. Infernal Detonator. Nordidian Sulfax. Well, obviously that was a good one. Although it needed some powering up. An Orphic Repository. The ongoings, when you would draw a card, you can use a power instead. This is a destruction power, and there will never be a non-hero target on your turn, so it's essentially a waste. There will never be an environment card unless we forcibly play one out of turn, but that will basically be a waste. It might be better to play the... Now let's do Enclave's Tech. That gets us the Nordidian Sulfax. Alright. We flipped the token. Alright. That was a very good turn. We have a -2 again, which is excellent. Vitalized Thorns comes out. We have 2 of them now. Returning 3 of these cards to hand. So let's see. Can we afford you? You have a bunch of cards, so you can probably afford your cards. Do you have another play that would help? You have the figurehead. You want the figurehead. So you're not going to return... We're not going to return a Comodora card to hand. One with the land. When a seed is destroyed, put it in the environment trash. We want to keep that. And we might want to intentionally destroy Strangling Roots. And we might actually want Thriya to shuffle Strangling Roots into the environment deck. Because this by itself doesn't really do anything, right? So yeah, it might as well just go away. But for that to happen, we have to keep her set up. The other things, though... Ancient Tome's not really going to do anything for me. Swift Summoning is useful. Applied Numerology is useful. All according to plan is necessary. Harpy Hex is not doing anything at all. And combat timing is probably not going to be used now. Use target other than the hero target with the lowest HP. Oh, okay, whatever. Fine. Okay, so when it's a bunch of zeros, I'll fast forward, because that's just a waste of time. And then a bunch of zeros. Yeah, Harpy Hex is generally great, but not when there's a -1, and the only means of increasing it is with Figurehead, which we might do someday, but our primary use is increasing the device damage. Okay, one card in my deck is Hasten Victory. Dangerous Vision, destroy any number of your devices. Well, okay, so all the -1s have expired, so we have to be mindful of that. And we want to use Regression Turret at least twice. Twice is enough to ensure that, like, no damage is dealt. I thought there was... Oh, I guess the end of turn damage was... Or the 4 damage hit was on Spite's front side. Okay, so he's only doing 1 damage at most. So a -2 stops him. The exception is if, for whatever reason, the environment plays a bunch of cards. If it plays 2 cards, which I'm not sure the capability of that. So certainly, like... I don't know, I'm so tempted to get the Relocator again so that I can get 2 devices. But is that worth it? For just 2 devices? Oh, it's not really worth it. Now it's... So Backlash... So anything that contributes, really, I should focus on. So, like, Backlash Generator certainly contributes, because anytime a device is hit by Spite's damage from power usage... And actually, I guess that's the important thing, is the power usage is 2 damage. So I do need to do a -3. Okay. Okay, never mind. So let's do Backlash Generator, because that will trigger every time a device is targeted. Or the first time each turn, but it will potentially go off. Oh, shoot. Right. That is a slight complication. Let me Baird Blade. Perfect. Then I can use this power. That is a slight complication. But now I can use this a second time and save Comodora a bit. I'm gonna save these devices because I need them. They're doing things. Okay, 3 discards. I want Harnessed Anomaly. Was I gonna play this last time and then I didn't? That was dumb. Take time is not gonna do anything now. Future Tech Deck Gun is not gonna do too much for me. Flintlock and Cutlass. Maybe. I don't need 2 helms. Alright, so draw 2 cards first. And then you're gonna play, and we're gonna play Harnessed Anomaly. Is there any deck that we have, like, full control over? Harpy is the closest. Do we want to gamble on something, though? I don't think it really makes sense to gamble on something now. Well, no, it's not going to make sense if I try to do this with Thriya at this point. What I kind of want more of is healing, right? So I want things that provide healing. Repair Leyline is kind of the most consistent. There's also seeds that are still in the dark. I just feel like Lifeline's more likely. Calculated action, though. 2 damage, eh. Move up to 3 cards from your trash to your hand. Oh, you mean the card that I just moved? Alright, well, I can just take all of these. There's no reason not to. Let's try it again. This gets me Infernal Detonator. Okay. Didn't really do anything. Alright, Figurehead. And then we need to do this to use up the damage. And what discard makes sense? Luminary doesn't really matter. Do you have another thing that searches from your trash? Well, it doesn't really matter. Let's just have Thriya. Gets a Creeping Mold. Alright, Luminary uses the 3rd regression turret. And now Spite is locked down. We can use powers entirely safely now. 3 players may each draw a card. Comodora should take 1. And I want Thriya to take 1 still. I'm gonna give 1 to Lifeline. Put my card in your trash. You don't have the other. It's in your deck somewhere. Was that it? It was a Way Anchor, it looked like. So we have another power, and it doesn't have to be Regression Turret. It could be Disposable Defender, though. That would move a device from my trash, like the Reconstructor that I wanted, and also allows me to play Repair Nanites. That's not going to go through still, because we don't have the figurehead yet. It will eventually go through, but not yet. Move this to Luminary. All right. So Luminary and Lifeline are the 2 key players here. Comodora is also nice, but not as essential, I feel like. All right, let's see. Is there anything that You don't have the one that says you can draw cards? Yeah, the Alien Arcana. We've never seen that. Let's do Matter Manipulator rather than later. Not really a good joke. And then that power did nothing, so I probably shouldn't have done it. It doesn't really matter. I'm discarding cards. I could then use my base power to deal damage, but I kind of want cards. I don't really know what I'm looking for, but I want cards. This is X irreducible infernal damage based on the cards destroyed by this card. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, instantaneous maturation is not gonna make sense. We have a Strangling Roots. I want to discard that Strangling Roots into the environment trash. I also want to cultivate, maybe. But it's... we don't have the thing in the trash for that. Primeval Germination, you may shuffle a seed from the environment trash into the environment deck. That's not in the trash yet, though. This is based on the amount of damage Thriya has dealt herself this turn. Move any number of primordial seeds from your trash to the environment trash. Well, the problem is I would also like to be able to use this power, maybe, to also scatter seeds. Or no, maybe not, because if you deal yourself 3, you draw 3, and you can discard 3. You only need to discard 1, though, because it doesn't matter if you draw. So we'll do this. You'll deal yourself 1, do not reduce it. You'll draw 1, you'll discard Strangling Roots. And we'll put all of these in the trash. Then, I do want to use my power. I think. Wait, what's the one that says I can do a thing? At the end of your turn, you may take 2 damage to shuffle the environment trash. Do I want to do that? I could do Primeval Germination to shuffle the one. Yeah, so I gotta play Primeval Germination. And then these seeds act like they're doing something. They might do something if we get Thrashing Brambles. And then I can shuffle the Reducty one. Alright, excellent. So what can you do here? Harpy Hex? Ancient Tome. You can get hero cards into play out of turn. That's your best use, I think. But doing something like this, maybe? Because then you have it. Alright, select 2 decks. What 2 decks do we want? Lifeline and Thriya. We get Calculated Action and Primeval Germination. Primeval Germination's already in play. Calculated Action will deal 0 damage and you can play 2 cards. That's excellent. Can you play 2 ongoings? You can. We have up to 3 cards from your trash. We can move. We have 2 repair ley lines. Is there another repair ley line? There's a 3rd. So I'm gonna wait until I get the 3rd. And so what's the order of operations, by the way? We can return at the start of the villain turn. I should just be able to play Cosmic Immolation and not worry, right? Because I can return it with Spite. So I should be playing it someday. Now's not the good time after I've used all my powers, but I should be doing that. Do I have enough cards to return to hand? I have Harpy Hex. One with the land isn't as useful, actually, because we're not really destroying seeds too often. Although I guess, as I said, I should just destroy the Strangling Roots, and I forgot to do that. Actually, I can just do that. There's a way to do that. Harrow. There. Move it to the trash. We could destroy another thing with this. That's fine. Okay, so not exciting damage there. But we did destroy the seed we said we were going to destroy. Let's do Leyline Shift. Cryptic Alignment deals damage based on the ongoings. Scatter Seeds. On the prowl. No, not that one. You may use a power. We're currently in your power phase, by the way. Oh, Disposable Defender. I want that. Just keep the Disposable Defenders there to tank the damage. Alright, so now it's just a slog. We have to get through 136 points of damage. I'm still kind of being careful with setup. Discard any number, draw any, discard any. Or, well, discard any and then draw that many plus one. Okay, so we can get Thrashing Brambles for sure. And if I can discard 9, which you have 11, we can shuffle and maybe do something with Instantaneous Maturation. Maybe, I don't know. You want cultivation though. You don't need As the Earth Turns. You don't need 2 cultivations. You don't need 2 Earth attunements. You don't want that one. That's already in play. Yeah. I'm just gonna discard most of this. I mean, as long as we keep putting it in the trash, we don't need Instantaneous Maturation anymore, right? And that's the 9. So now we're going to draw all the cards and shuffle our trash. For some reason, I'm not sure why. I had a reason. It made sense at the time. We could redirect it to a seed. It's doing nothing. I can move it to the trash. There we go. Alright, 3 cards, 3 turn to hand. Harpy Hex. Matter Manipulator. Infernal Detonator. And then this is a bunch of zeros. And then... Right, so this is going to have the villain play a card, except it's just 1 damage to everything but the target with the lowest HP. And just deal a damage that doesn't matter. And then damage that's 0. Damage that's 0. All right. So we have to get the 3s again. We have to deal damage. Is this going to use up the -3? It does. Okay. Because of the figurehead, that's why. Or at least maybe because of the figurehead. So really, I just need to make sure that I do a damage somewhere before the power, and that would be fine. Okay. Play a top card of my deck. Destroy up to 3 non-character card devices or ongoing cards. Draw a card for each card destroyed this way. Do I want to draw any cards? Not really. I just want to keep all my stuff here because these are the ones that are dealing damage. I guess I don't really need 3 regression turrets. So I can take 1 out. And then I can deal damage here. And I don't really care about the rest, right? Yeah. I draw 1 card. Yay! Backlash generator. All right. Yeah, we're getting there with the figurehead. It's happening. All right, so we have to discard 3. I don't need that anymore. That's not really going to do too much except for 1 damage. I don't need 2 of those. And then 1 more Flintlock and Cutlass. Draw 2. Got another figurehead. That could go to any other hero. We have 1 cannon portal on the bottom of my deck. Tempted to just use Chronological Sweet Spot for random shenanigans. Let's do that. Random! And he's not used up the damage part yet, right? Yeah, so I have to use this. And we'll discard from Akash'Thriya, I don't know. Alright, and then we do another regression turret. And then Comodora draws, and Lifeline draws, and Thriya draws. And let's just move the bottom. And then Luminary does another regression turret, so now he's at -3. And then this is, yeah, we're not moving this one. Skip that. And does order matter? I really don't know. Comodora. Cannon portal. It's not a one-shot, so discard it. Luminary. It's one-shot. Destroy a hero non-character card. Well, this card is actually a little bit too annoying. You don't have a seed we really want to get rid of per se, although I guess we could just destroy that because it's not going to deal damage to Spite ever, so we'll just destroy Vitalized Thorns. Yay! Damage! Yeah! I've stayed in here longer than expected, indeed. Destroy up to 3 targets with 5 or fewer. I mean, I could have destroyed a device, but I want to keep these devices because they're all doing things. I mean, like, do I need 3 disposable defenders? Not really, but at least the repair nanites keep them at full more easily than 1 disposable defender, so I'll destroy the other Vitalized Thorns because screw you, Akash'Thriya. Alright, so then stop that. And 1 target deals itself 2 psychic. The only target that makes sense is Spite, but he has -3, so it does nothing. Alright, Lifeline. Orphic Repository is not a one-shot. Akash'Thriya, Vitalized Thorns is not a one-shot. Arcane Explosion. Oh boy. Remember I said fun times? This was a bad idea. I regret everything now. Oh, this is really bad. Is it per target or is it once per? That's what I don't remember. Okay, it's per target. So we're not going to lose anything. Just this is not damage I wanted to do. Yeah. Well, this is what happens. Rewind. Nah, that's cheating. This was my fault. This is what is called a bad play. If I lose because of this, I damn well deserve it. It's okay, we're just making things more fun. Okay, let's do Cosmic Immolation. Just so I can do 2 damage here. And you can do 1 damage to me. Did that make sense? I don't know. Okay. I want the tree. And I want cultivation. And I want to shuffle Strangling Roots. I want to heal Comodora. I want to heal Akash'Thriya. Discard because it's not a seed. Alright. Harpy Hex. And then here's the top card of 2 decks. What do we want to do here? Let's do Luminary and Lifeline. Brilliant Inventor, Leyline Shift. Let's do Leyline Shift. Reduce it by 1. Oh, we lost Healing Pollen again. I keep thinking, oh yeah, this is a great card to play. Nope, it's a bad card to play. Cosmic Immolation is a terrible idea when there's not something else happening. Bared Blade at least would do something. Okay, and we have a Disposable Defender and a Backlash Generator in your trash. Is this the time for the Explosive Reconstructor? Oh no, wait, we don't have enough cards. Never mind. I take it back. Actually, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, 9 damage. We're almost at double digits. Yay! Mordengrad's actually playing a card. Oh boy. Well, it's not gonna matter. Discard. Okay. Return Cosmic Immolation. Return Chronological Sweet Spot because that was a terrible idea. You might as well just lose it. Return Harpy Hex because it wasn't doing anything. All right, we are ahead of the return game. So it's just a war of attrition at this point, as long as we do not have Harpy do terrible things. That was a bad idea. Bad, Lude. Don't let Harpy play random cards. She might just blow up the board. Okay. So we have to do damage in some capacity, and Bared Blade would be that capacity. And then we can use 1 regression turret. Does it make sense to hit the tree? I don't think it does. Well, that would be 2. If we do 2 powers off of it, it pays itself. Maybe. Let's do it. Reduce the damage. And actually, if I do this again, then we get free powers. Yeah, that makes sense then. So... don't hit the others. That Disposable Defender is now gone. I want it back. Oh, I can get it back. Oh. There we go. I just can't use a power on Comodora's turn because she will take too much damage. So I have to deal damage another way. Yeah, Flintlock and Cutlass. I can use that. Am I ever gonna have a chance to play Way Anchor? I feel like not really at this point. Alright, we have a Concordant Helm. Chronological Sweet Spot. Hell no. Hell no. I learned my lesson the first time. And... Way Anchor and Way Anchor. Draw 2. And then play, you have to deal damage, so Flintlock and Cutlass. And then skip the power to keep yourself alive. Luminary will use 2 powers to regress the turrets twice. And actually, I do need to hit the tree. Comodora. Thriya. I'm just looking at who has the least number of cards. Harpy. Maybe you'll be able to play something other than Harpy X. Do you have a thing in your trash you want back? Not particularly. Bottom card of your deck it is. It was Harnessed Anomaly. That's a good one. Luminary is going to another regress turret. And then we'll hit the tree. Yes, reduce it. The tree now has a -2, so we get powers for free. Don't need to hit anything else. And Spite has a -3, so we also don't get dealt damage by Spite. Keep it where it is. All right. You can only play 1 card, right? Because you don't have whatchamacallit, calculated action. Leyline Shift is probably the better one. Unless we want to start with Unleash Energy so that we hit Spite and then we can play a card. That sounds wise. I could do Cosmic Immolation, but I'm feeling scared now after the damage we had. So do this, and then we get to see, again, we're discarding. I keep discarding when the top card, oh, and those are Strangling Roots too, no. No, not Chronological Sweet Spot. I don't like Uncontrollable Flock. It is not controllable. Do you have seeds in your hand? No. Do you have seeds in your trash? You have a Vitalized Thorns. That doesn't really matter. So you don't want to scatter seeds. Strangling Roots, I would have preferred it to have been played on the environment turn. I still have not learned my lesson in that regard. Let's hasten victory, because we really need to hasten our victory. We play Bared Blade. Well, that's really good, because then I get to use my base power for 11 damage. Someone said it's unfortunately we weren't playing base Luminary. Well, actually, I'm happy with this, because everything is going according to plan. All right, so free powers. Let's do Swift Summoning on Harpy in case we get a device on Luminary. And let's set Lifeline. We get Bared Blade and Discharge Life Force. Well, the answer is, of course, Bared Blade. Do you have a thing in your trash? You do. Do you have a thing in your hand? You do. So if I do Disposable Defender... No, actually, no, it doesn't make sense. I'll just do Regression Turret. Do I want to do Regression Turret? Yeah, that's the only one that deals damage. My base power deals damage, but... Oh, didn't mean base Luminary. You meant their standard default power instead of devices. Ah, you mean... Okay, I got it. Miscommunication. Alright, so now Spite has a -4! You can use a power. You can shuffle 1 seed in Strangling Roots. Discard. Yeah, this is just a bunch of 0. Okay, I don't think it matters at this point, so Luminary will use base power! You will go no further! Do you have a useful power? You can deal 1 damage! And I don't know if it matters here. Is Luminary back at... Nope. Anyone particularly want something? Luminary. And then you can sneeze. All right. Free powers. Thank you, Akash'Flora. All right, so now it's Akash'Thriya's play phase. We have no seeds in play. You have no seeds anywhere. That is slightly tempting, but probably not worth it. You have 1 seed in your deck. It's Vitalized Thorns. Do we want Vitalized Thorns? It's a seed. Earth's Attunement. Play a top card environment deck. Maybe destroy an environment card. And this also is self-damage. It's not good. Well, maybe I'll put out Thrashing Brambles and we'll be able to use it someday. This is not a good idea. This is at least something. I mean, if in doubt, maybe I should just play an ongoing. If you have nothing exciting to do, just play an ongoing. Alright, shuffle. Strangling Roots. Heal. Thriya. And Comodora. Play Strangling Roots. Good. And it's not going to affect Akash'Flora. Is there a target that we want? Not really. No. Alright, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're doing well now. Yeah, no, they're like, all I'm really doing here is trying to get cards out to return to hand, because, like, none of these one-shots are going to do anything that significant. She has a lot of ping damage. Yeah, that is dangerous. Harpy Hex! When in doubt, Harpy Hex! Alright, and then let's do 2 decks. Luminary, Lifeline. Consider the price of defeat. And our Alien Arcana. I've been waiting for that card this entire game. But each hero target regains 1 hit point is very valuable right now. This is so many targets, I'm just gonna tap through it. We're getting hit points, yay! Alright. So now, Spite has a -6. 4 of which is gonna expire on Luminary's turn, but the Strangling Roots makes it a little safer on Luminary's turn. Play! Strangling Roots! Oh boy! Spite has a -8 now, 4 of which expires. redirect that to a strangling roots because we want it back in the environment trash. Did I say minus? Well, it was 6 at the time. Harpy Hex. And then what? Yeah, we didn't really do a good job of getting things in play this round. Well, Thrashing Brambles is not too significant. And Earth's Attunement is not too significant. And then a lot of negatives. I was so worried at the start of this game. Turned out, I just needed faith. Yeah, it's... Most of the game, you really didn't think I was going to be able to win this one. Most of the game, I didn't think I was going to win this one. Like, round 3, I was like, yeah, I can't use a power because I'll be dealt 3 damage just to deal 1 damage to Spite, and he'll heal 5. Alright, so Akash'Flora is at 4. We could hit it once, but not as many times as we did before, unfortunately. Damage. We need to find a way to have Spite get dealt damage. Triple Cross would do it. We can get the Explosive Reconstructor. Might as well. I mean, I could have also destroyed a device to get it in play. Yeah, so in order to effectively deal damage, Triple Cross will do it. This requires me to destroy something, but the seed, we have 2 Strangling Roots, because, oh yeah, because 200 play, yeah. We can destroy a target with 3 or fewer, like Strangling Roots. Move it to the trash. Don't destroy 1. Move it to the trash. And then, are there any other seeds? There are not. I can destroy Comodora! Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. And then no damage dealt to Spite, but it did it not use it up? That's awkward if it didn't. It did not use it up because no damage was dealt. Okay, rewind. It didn't do what I wanted. Yeah. I mean, that was kind of expected, though. Let's do that again. Hasten Victory would do that. So let me draw that. Yeah, Spite has too many minuses. That's the ultimate first world problem. Spite has too many minuses. I am upset because Spite has too many minuses right now. All right, top card of my deck is a Bared Blade, so I get an extra power as well. Good. And I draw another Bared Blade. Bared Blade is the best card for this because not only do I use up the damage reduction, but I can also do double regression turret on Luminary's turn. And someone might say, why don't I just use Luminary's base power? But for safety, I'm just going to leave it as is. And I can do 1 round of regression turret on Akash'Flora. I'm upset with how well I have locked down Spite. Man, this game is awful. I do still want to use 3 regression turrets in a round for safety. One of them can come from a Comodora now. And then I can have the other power be Luminary's base power. And if I really want to be super ridiculous, I could start destroying devices. But that's fine. I now want to get the achievement for flawless victory. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to grind for that. I'm kidding. All right, don't need that. That's not going to be useful. That's not useful. That's not too exciting. Draw 2. Ooh. That is a card. 8 equipments. I can deal 8 irreducible energy. Not only does that use up the damage reduction, but it's 8 damage. Yes, please. 9 damage. And then I can discard a card. All right, Luminary does a regression turret, and then we can use her base power. And yeah, I mean, we've basically won. It's over. It's been over for a while. I didn't really want to skip, but it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna rewind. Bottom card of your deck. Luminary. Base power. Just leave it where it is. All right. Do you have anything exciting? Can you play 2 cards? You cannot play 2 cards. What's the best thing you can do? You can unleash energy to use up the damage reduction before we consider something else. That would do 2 damage to spite. This would increase your damage. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That's something. Oh no, Lifeline was dealt damage. Actually, no, he wasn't because of all the minuses. Oh my gosh. That's why we got Strangling Roots. All right, can we do 6 damage on Thriya's turn? Can we do 3 damage? Or can we do 6 damage on Thriya's turn? I wonder. Well, that was a match. Oh boy. Well, we got a lot of nice synergy out of that. And yeah, that was a big turnaround if there was ever one. And that took Check's Watch a long time. Yeah, I mean, definitely in like the 3rd or 4th round, I was like, there's no way we're going to overcome all the damage. Thankfully, we found the regression turret, and thankfully we got the Strangling Roots at the right time to reduce his damage by 2. That saved us in that 1 round, and working around the whole -1 on the flip side was definitely a challenge and a half, but thankfully we turned it around. And even though we accidentally blew up the world up with Harpy's thing, we still managed to win. That's why you don't just instinctively rewind when a mistake is made, because some mistakes are salvageable. But yeah, that was a ridiculous come around. And Luminary was not dealt damage for a long time because of all the disposable defenders. That's why Luminary is sitting pretty at 19 HP. But yeah, that was a game and a half, if not 2 games. All right, so Ultimate Spite was successfully bested despite Sparky's best efforts. All right, that is definitely it for tonight. It is past 10. It is 3 hours and 12 minutes of fun action, and I hope you got some good Sentinel strategy out of that. If you like this game and you haven't gotten it yet, Sentinels the Multiverse is available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. Be sure to check it out. The base game is relatively cheap. The expansions do add up, but the season passes are somewhat discounted and worth your money. If you are interested in the other Handelabra products, we have Bottom of the Ninth, which I believe is still free while we are in self-isolation mode and baseball was canceled. So you can still play baseball with some sort of fun. You can also look into One Deck Dungeon and Aeon's End. I play those games every other week. They are fun, also strategic games, incorporating different elements of gameplay that Sentinels does not naturally do, namely dice and random numbers. So you can check out those games. Be sure to check out the other streamers on this channel. Every Tuesday is Handelabra Live with John and sometimes Jeremy, two of the leads of Handelabra, who can show you some content before it is publicly available. And recently they've been demoing Spirit Island while it's in beta testing and soon to be in early access, hopefully. Every Saturday at 8 p.m. is On Deck with Pirate Savvy and Dover, a brother-sister duo that have some fun times together. And every Sunday at 7 is Tales from the Archive with another letdown for some storytelling sentinels. Yes, that sounded weird for a second. Yeah, that's it. Check out my own Twitch channel at twitch.tv/LewDolphin. I primarily play Final Fantasy 13 content on there. I have been playing some Resident Evil 3 on there recently since the remake was released on last Friday, and it's a very good game, in my opinion. Some people might beg to differ, but it's traditional Resident Evil mostly, in some sense. But it's fun. I enjoyed the game, and I will still play it. And my Twitter is LewDolphin21 if you want to follow me for some occasional tweets. Check out the Handelabra Discord. Probably is featured somewhere here. Donate to the World Health Organization's Solidarity Response Fund to help bolster efforts against COVID-19. Don't listen to Trump when he says that certain things work for the thing. It doesn't. Those are the streams. Oh, was that the one I was actually looking for? Join the awesome Sentinels of the Multiverse community. Go discuss. Oh, that's the Greater Than Games page. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, there's not really a link to their Discord, but oh well. By the way, this is inaccurate. I'm not Fridays at 7, and On Deck is correct. I used to be Fridays at 7. I keep changing my mind as to when I should be. Thursday at 7 I prefer, though, because it keeps my Friday night free. Anyway, let's go put the Spite music up because it's creepy. And I will see you guys next week. Have a good week, guys. Enjoy your weekend.